My parents gifted our family estate to my sister and handed me a groundskeeper uniform. They forgot I bought the property out of foreclosure 5 years ago. At a family dinner, my parents proudly announced they were gifting the family estate to my sister and handed me a 30-day eviction notice and a maintenance shirt. They seem to have forgotten that I'm the one who bought the property from the bank 5 years ago. My parents invited our entire extended family over to announce their retirement. Halfway through dessert, my dad stood up, raised his glass, and declared they were officially passing the Silver Creek family estate to my younger sister, Chloe. Chloe beamed. She stood up and announced her vision, bulldozing the old greenhouses to build a luxury wellness retreat. Then, in front of 20 relatives, she walked over and placed a cardboard box in my lap. Inside was a cheap polyester polo shirt that said Silver Creek Maintenance and a printed employment contract offering me $15 an hour. Tucked underneath was a 30-day notice to vacate the guest house I'd lived in for 6 years. She needed my home to build her new yoga studio. My aunt actually clapped. My mom smiled softly, calling it an intervention of love, since I had been stagnating in the guest cottage for far too long. My dad patted my shoulder, telling the room it was time I stopped coasting on their charity. He joked that I'd finally have a real boss. I didn't say a word. I just looked at the shirt. Here is what my parents omitted from their touching speech. 5 years ago, their boutique farming business collapsed. The bank was 6 weeks away from foreclosing. Using my life savings and a heavy commercial loan, I bought the land, the main house, and the outbuildings directly from the bank. To save my father's pride, we kept the sale quiet. I let them continue living in the main house rent-free. The only thing they legally retained was the LLC for the farm's name. Over time, their pride completely rewrote reality. They convinced themselves my massive financial rescue was just a technicality and started treating me like a squatter on my own land. The next morning, Chloe posted a drone video of the property on Instagram, announcing herself as the sole owner of Silver Creek Retreat. She tagged me, publicly welcoming me as her lead maintenance tech. An hour later, my mom texted me to have my boxes packed by the 1st of the month so Chloe's contractors could gut my kitchen. She added a smiley face, telling me not to steal the appliances on my way out. I didn't argue. I just replied, "Understood." Then I called my property attorney. We drafted a commercial lease agreement for the land, the main house, and all the outbuildings. The rent was set at fair market value, $14,000 a month. I attached a cover letter explaining their rent-free grace period was permanently revoked. If the lease wasn't signed and paid within 30 days, they would be legally evicted. I had a process server deliver the documents to the main house during Chloe's first meeting with her new investors. The panic was instantaneous. My phone lit up with 12 missed calls from my father. He left a breathless voicemail demanding I stop this legal stunt, but the anger evaporated into absolute terror when Chloe's investors demanded to see the property deed. Once they ran the title search and realized she was trying to build a multi-million-dollar retreat on land she didn't own, the financing vanished instantly. Chloe was left on the hook for thousands in contractor deposits. My parents are currently packing up to downsize into a cheap apartment across town, while Chloe bitterly blames them for ruining her professional reputation. Yesterday, my dad texted me a desperate paragraph asking how I could coldly destroy our family legacy over a minor misunderstanding. I mailed him the maintenance polo shirt and told him to make sure my main house was spotless before he handed over the keys.